What's up? It's your boy Brendo calling into his favorite comic book podcast. Just had to show you guys some love. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep popping me with TurboGrafx 16 references, and don't let anybody take your lunch money. Nerds!
Rydas EP.
Welcome, everyone, to episode 7 of the Pendulum season of the Juggalo Rewind podcast, where it's been taken over this week. This is not Peter and Chris. No. This is two gangster-ass riders.
I was like, I didn't think of my gimmick name. I thought you had a gimmick name in mind.
No, I should have. I didn't even think about it. This is... I have no idea.
No, I should have looked up season 2 of The Wire. Put one of the Polacks names off there.
We'll come up with one by the end of the episode, maybe. But we are getting taken over. We're rider style.
Little Kabasa.
Yeah, you bet you are. We are here talking some Psychopathic Rydas today. If you're watching our video, we have lots of gangster ass. I can't see with this bandana on, so I gotta take this off. But we are here to talk about some Riders tracks, but we'll get to those in a couple minutes. As we said, this is a Juggalo Rewind, your favorite Juggalo podcast, where we deep dive into Juggalo albums, one track at a time, one lyric at a time, and this season, one comic at a time. Chris is trying to manipulate the
so well all the way until we started recording.
It's okay. Whether you're a longtime fan, a new fan, or not even a Juggalo at all, you're just trying to learn what's going on here in our world, we got something for you.
Maybe you're a Children of the Ghetto fan, and you go, who sampled that? Or stole that, I mean.
Yeah, well, that sounds familiar. I heard that 30 years ago. Well, we're here for you. No matter who you are, we are here. And if you're new, go back and check out all of our past seasons. We are in the 5th season, and we have lots of goodies in the archives for you to check out.
That's right.
If you're a regular,
welcome back.
We're back at it. We're plugging our way through the Pendulum comics and the CD series.
That's right.
So I should turn my phone off so it's not...
Real professional.
Yeah. I'm a real piece of shit. Let's see if that's anyone important. It is. It's about wrestling, so we got to check it out. And it is... Oh, yes. I knew that.
Yes.
Okay. Anyways, what is going on, Chris? How have you been doing in this wonderful world of the Juggalo?
Good. We're, if you're watching this, or not watching it probably, but if you're listening to this live, we're in the heart. This is like Christmas Eve almost. It's right around the corner. Spooky season.
I thought you were going to talk about it's football season.
Yep, we are 8-0 on a bye week, and just marching our way to national title. They're trying to take us down.
Who's they?
They, them, the Dark Carnival in general. But we're not here for that. I'm good. How about you?
I'm hanging in there.
Yeah.
We're excited for this. Excited to we're halfway through the season.
That's crazy.
We got some fun bonus stuff coming up, and surprises. Coming up. I don't want to say bonus. I want to say surprises. And tis the Juggalo season. We got a lot of stuff going on. We got Hallowicked coming up. We got Fright Fest.
Fright Fest. You going to the pre and post parties?
No.
Smashing Pumpkins is playing.
That's speculatory, but I think...
Who's speculating this?
Me and Veronica.
Yeah. Seeing as they botched Corey Feldman, I don't think they pulled off Smashing Pumpkins.
Maybe it's just going to be... Christmas said maybe it's going to be a little person, really, like Mini Kiss. It's going to be like Mini Smashing Pumpkins.
I can see that. That's fun.
Is Billy Corgan still going to sing the lead?
How tall is he?
What does that have to do with anything?
I thought he was saying he's little.
No, I just meant like it's Mini Kiss or like Little Easy E.
See, doors for that are midnight, so ICP will be done probably by 11:45, I'd say, with their set.
Ouija Mac is on tour currently. His Pittsburgh show, he started 6 minutes early.
Yeah.
And had a 40-minute set on a Sunday. Yeah. I think they were done at like 8:40.
Look at that.
That's my first time.
That's too early.
On a Sunday?
I mean, I still want to have a few brewskis if I'm at a show.
Yeah, but have some in the parking lot.
I hope Hollow Wicket ain't that early. I'll still be trick-or-treating.
There ain't no way. The first thing I said was, you could tell he's not a Detroit hip-hop artist. Because we've been at fucking Danny Brown shows at 1:30 in the morning on a Tuesday.
The Black Milk release party was
a Sunday,
right? And he went on at like 1:45 or something.
Because that was my first day of my new job.
Yeah. That's when we had to vouch for Danny Brown. Remember? He left to smoke a cigarette and they were trying to charge him. And he's like, I'm performing. We're like, no, he really is. That's an artist.
That was a good show.
Yeah, it was. It was well worth not sleeping.
Yeah, well worth my first day at work being dead ass tired. Who remembers that?
That's right.
Do you remember your first day at work? No.
Yeah, because I had like the flu and I was trying not to vomit on my keyboard.
Well,
that was before the pandemic when you had to show up when you're sick.
That got me.
That switched fast.
And they're like, no, don't come into work. All right. So we have a lot to get to this episode. So we
can't get derailed too much.
I don't know if we can get into any of our bets, but we'll do our internal bets. But I don't think we can get into
any
our
collapsible bits, as we call it.
Yes. Who calls it that?
I don't know. I thought we did at one point.
Yeah, maybe. We're going to jump right into, oh man, when did this come out? As we have alluded to, we are talking about the 7th CD, which is a Rydas 3-track EP. What's it called? Songs for the Juggalos?
Yes, Songs for the Juggalos.
Nice cover on the...
3.
What a weird fucking backup. Yeah.
If you, I guess the one Klansman is getting shot, but almost like if you didn't know what it was, you'd be like, wait a minute.
Yes. It's just a guy in a Confederate flag bandana and a Klansman.
Yeah.
So, but yes, it is number 7. It is 3 tunes for the Juggalos. 15 for you other hoes.
Should I
go ahead.
Should I get into the what it was originally going to be then, if you're discussing the title? I have that pulled up right here.
So,
or should we go into our bits first?
No, the 3 tracks are going to be What Rydas Do for Money, Who Wanna Flex, and I Don't Wanna Die. Mm-hmm. But you go ahead.
So on December 5th on InsaneClownPosse.com, it's announced about Pendulum Promise coming out on January 12th, which a little early, but it did come out in the end of January, as I noted for you. I know you enjoy when I note when it actually hit the stands.
Fuck me, now I gotta look at what the real things were.
It's
go ahead,
month of February.
Keep talking, I'm not listening.
But on that post, they announced that this comic will contain a CD single with 3 fresh new songs.
Fresh.
The first song is a 20-minute rap entitled Public Broadcast Announcement. The second and third songs are 2 never-before-heard Rydas tracks called What Rydas Do for Money and I Don't Want to Die. You're not going to want to miss this one, Juggalos. So we do get What Rydas Do for Money. We do get I Don't Want to Die, but somewhere along the way, Public Broadcast Announcement is lost.
Do you think that turned into... Is that Spooky Tales or Freaky Tales?
Freaky Tales? No, that was like 20 years later.
It was.
And it was just a cover of, or like a, what do they call it? Reinterpretation? Repercolation?
A repercolation?
Of Too Short.
Yeah, didn't they do something else super long?
Bowling Balls?
That was a video, not the song. I was thinking Jump Steady, but that was The Road. That was like a talking.
Still never heard that.
Neither have I. I thought they did something else long, but maybe not.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they just announced it. I don't know why they do that. Announce it before they recorded it, but we'll never know.
No one will ever know. We have something for a future episode that I have to talk about that's equally as funny that we haven't talked about yet.
Yeah.
But we'll save that for another day. So yeah, instead of getting that, we got 3 Rydas tracks, which, if you don't know, Psychopathic Rydas were a super group on the record label that...
Technically not on the label at this point.
Yeah, they are on Joe and Joey Records. Yeah. You were right. Who they have stolen beats, and it is members of all Psychopathic.
What are you talking about?
I mean, theoretically, possibly. I've never seen their faces.
Yeah. What are you speculating on? Clearly, a whole new group that was signed to Psychopathic.
Anyways, why do I even bother? So yes, it is a group that has gangster music over gangster beats.
It's been gangster shit every time I walk. What you motherfuckers do about it, I'm black?
Are you done?
No.
All right.
Go on.
I feel like there was a run where we, like the group of friends here...
Pronouns, pal.
...didn't miss a Rydas set for like the first 6 or 7.
I've never seen any of them No, I seen him at a gathering. I was gonna say I never seen him until Fright Fest, but
yeah, you would have had to seen it there.
Yeah, 2001, 2002. Because that's probably the only times I've seen them.
They only did, like, their first one was at the 99 Christmas party. Yeah. They were doing the Hallowicked 2000 gatherings. Yeah, they were just always at
the
super
special
shows,
events, yeah.
I think the first show that I missed, or that anyone here really missed, was they did an after party in Denver. Is that for like a Lotus show? I don't know. I can picture the flyer for it, but yeah, for a while, all the riders.
Did they ever do a the one Christmas I went to? I don't think was any like riders, or I think it was like more Zug getting the rub in that one, like 2001 Christmas.
Zug heavy with Violent J hitting on your mom.
Yeah. He does have a thing for blondes.
Jesus.
I mean, he has a track record.
Well, from what I've seen, he has a thing for everybody. So I don't think he just has one type.
That's only when he's on ketamine, he said.
This
isn't a modern psychopathic podcast.
For the record, that's not what I meant.
No.
I meant for all. I've known him to hit on all colors of hair of females and all shapes and sizes.
You weren't talking about him blowing
I
anybody?
was not talking about that.
Okay, sorry.
But you went right to that, so that's okay. So yes, riders.
Right.
We're very heavy on the riders here. Obviously, because one or two also leaked out at different times. They did solo songs, like whether they just banked them or they kept them for maybe they wanted other people on them and they just never finished, or they actually wanted full albums from each one.
Well, they announced, I have it somewhere, they announced it was going to be full clip. Who are the two we're covering today?
Bullet,
Full Clip, and Lil Shank all were announced as solo albums, and they all have singles out there, yeah. So I think they just started recording it and realized, fuck, this is too much extra work.
Then they just did one each.
Yeah. And that's why they wound up on this, because they're like, well, shit, we need something on here. Let's throw 3 on. We'll give them something special.
And then we talked about the Little Shank one. That was last episode, right?
Did we?
I think so. It came out on... Because it was right before Halloween.
Yeah, it was on the timeline, yeah.
And then I want to say there may have been one more that popped up somewhere, or is about to pop up. I don't know.
We heard a sampling of something.
Was that?
Yeah, that's not.
Is there one on the new Graveyard Greats too?
I don't think so. I think they have one that they're sitting on, but they're not sure what they're doing with. It's weird.
I thought it was there.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. And by the time this comes out, you will have heard it.
That's true. I didn't look at the track listing for that, so you could be right.
It looked good.
It'd be weird. Why would there be a Little Shank one and not Cell Block? I
would take a Cell Block solo right now. I don't need this up, so let's keep moving. Okay, so that
chug along.
So we've talked about what that is all about. So now we're getting into what's going on when this came out, which is February of 2001. Let's get into the news.
Good year.
I need to find that clip. What's going on in pop culture in February of 2001? The top movies, we have The Wedding Planner, 2 weeks in a row.
Was that J-Lo?
I would have assumed so.
I feel like I've seen that, yeah.
I'm familiar with it, but I don't think I've ever actually sat and watched that. Mm-hmm. And then 3 weeks after that, Hannibal.
I've never seen that.
That's the sequel?
Prequel, right?
No, Red Dragon is the prequel. Oh, yeah.
I remember there was a local homeless man back in the day around our town called Gary Konarski.
Oh, now I can't believe it's taking us this long to end the Gary Konarski story.
This is his first reference, isn't it?
It may be.
He was a homeless man. He'd hang out at the Burger King for a while. They remodeled the Burger King.
Where was he at?
Burger King. And then they didn't allow him there after they remodeled, so he'd hang out at this donut shop down the street. So we'd go and talk to him, usually Friday nights before we went out on the town or to a party, hang out, talk to Gary, hear his wild-ass stories. And he hung out with a guy called Focus Mike.
I forgot all about Focus Mike.
And that's when I heard Red Dragon. That's when I first heard about it. He's like, hey, you guys hear about that new movie, Red Dragon? About the serial killer guy? He was super into it. He was super scary. But that's when I first heard of Red Dragon.
That's funny.
I've never seen either of those. Silent Slam's awesome, but...
Red Dragon, you mean Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish?
Yeah. That's what I meant.
That's exactly what he's talking about. Man, we can tell a Gary Konarski story every...
Yeah, that might have to be a Patreon.
There's no Juggalo ties to him, right? Did he ever have a...
No, he would have made one up, though. Like,
oh, yeah, obviously, but...
He did play on my roof. I play with old Hank Williams Jr. CCR on your roof. Your roof. Remember that?
He also played on the Bulls, the Red Wings, and the Pistons.
He's on the Stanley Cup, 3 different teams.
Yes.
Never mind. We'll move along.
Yeah. He pushed Andre the Giant off his bike. That's how he got so big.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Anyways, top singles of February of 2001. It Wasn't Me by Shaggy.
That was sampled by the next Rydas album, wasn't it? The bong bong. Don't. I think that was.
Kind of, but I don't think that was the exact one.
I think that was a Shaggy song. I thought that was the one.
I don't know. And then this isn't a Shaggy podcast. Yeah. It's kind of a Shaggy podcast.
Shaggy Too Dope.
And then Miss Jackson by Outkast.
A banger, yeah. 2
very big hits here. Albums. The top albums of this month. Number 1 by the Beatles is still there.
Hanging strong. It's a lot of money that one's cranking in.
Yeah. Then we have J-Lo by J-Lo.
Yeah.
And Hot Shot by Shaggy.
Not Fuck the Fuck Off, huh?
Yes, no. This is Hot Shot.
Hot Shot.
I didn't own or listen to any of these 3 CDs.
No. Oh, I owned Beatles 1, as I mentioned, I think last week, whatever it was. That's what I think got me into the Beatles.
Yeah, well.
Gateway drug.
I understand. In the world of wrestling, which I've heard people like us talking about wrestling, our newest review.
Who do you think he thinks sounds like Kevin Owens?
I have no idea.
I was guessing you probably.
That was so random.
He just says the one dude sounds like an American Kevin Owens.
Great. Well, that's better than the week before. Someone said I sounded like I was a 600-pound man.
Who said that?
So that doesn't matter.
Is that in a review somewhere?
No.
Oh, please, whoever said that, put it in a review.
Fuck you. I thought maybe it was the same guy trying to make
600-pound
man. Anyways.
Yeah, wrestling.
In wrestling. Triple H beats Stone Cold Steve Austin in the 3 stages of hell.
All I remember about that
is
they're lifting the cage and they're both laying there. Oh, Jared's like, this is hell. They're in hell. Oh, goddamn. Fucking someone throws a can of beer. I don't know how he's smuggling a can of beer. And it hits Austin right in the face and he just rolls over.
I can't believe Triple H won that. I wouldn't have guessed.
I want to rewatch that. It was what? A cage match? A no holds bar, probably. A barbed wire bat match, maybe?
I don't even know. I'm sure it was 3 that were all very similar, which is probably the problem. Were they back to back to back?
Yeah, it was all in a row, like a 2 out of 3 falls match.
Speaking of, if you flip the channel, why did I write that? That's so... Scott Steiner beats Kevin Nash in a 2 out of 3 falls match.
Probably just because those two are not known for catch-can wrestling.
I can't imagine how bad that fucking match is.
Oh, man. I need to get back in my...
Death nail of WCW right there.
Yeah,
January
we're right around the corner.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Dale Earnhardt.
I remember that day, that Sunday afternoon.
Was Uncle Brian very upset?
I think he was at that one, so probably explains why he is the way he is.
I don't think that's what explains it. I think heavy drinking and genetics.
Yeah, man, that crash didn't even look bad. You remember that?
I really don't.
Okay, moving along.
No, you can talk about it. I don't remember.
No, he just kind of hit the wall, not even that fast, but they said the way it hit. They redid the whole cage inside now or something after that because he just whiplashed his head or something. Crazy.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
It's what happens. I don't know. I was going to make a joke about it not being a sport, but I don't know.
We've mentioned him on the pod before. Good friend Jake Moody, the one who raps Mack Truck with Mack Truck and fuck. He was in our art. We were in honors art, college, credit art class. He was so bad. He was the worst. And
he was the worst.
He painted a Dale Earnhardt painting. And he still has it hanging in his parents' basement to this day. He'll send a photo every once in a while. So if I have it, I'll put it right there.
Nice. We need that.
He's so proud of it.
Is it tasteless or is it just bad?
No, it's just a close up of him driving, because he loved Earnhardt. He has not Paul Pierce. Who else was on the Celtics?
Antoine Walker?
Yeah, he has Antoine Walker with a hockey player's head, and he's doing the walk, but his hands are all tiny. He's like, I'll put some of these drawings up.
Oh, we need to get Moody on here.
Could you imagine?
No, I can't imagine anything. In the world news, Britain fights foot and mouth disease.
I fought that last year.
That's why I put that in there, because I figured you could talk about how it ravaged your fine skin.
A couple weeks ago, it kicked back in school.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I was like, I hope they say, like, once you get it once really bad, like, usually if you do catch it, you're just kind of carrying it, so still good. It was a few weeks back. It was like a month.
Bandana going over the face now, so I don't have to touch or breathe anything in Chris's house.
It was like 3-4 weeks ago. We're good to go.
Okay. What does it say? I can't see through my bandana.
Federal appeals judge strikes a blow to Napster.
Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck. My head is too big.
Kurt Ulrich got his payback.
Are you mixing Lars Ulrich and Kirk Hammett?
Yeah.
So, yes. I think there was a whole bunch back to back to back, and I couldn't really figure out. But, yeah, Napster's on its deathbed,
too.
Right,
fall on ECW and WCW right out the door.
Yeah, I can't download all those ECW themes anymore.
Yeah. And then can't get a straight up virus when you download Alan Jackson song or something.
All right, well, that's what's in the pop culture news.
Yeah.
So now I get to lean back and check my text messages while you talk about what's in the Juggalo.
This is a short one, so we don't even got to worry about this. On 2/20, JCW Volume 2 is released. That's
I think we talk about this all the time.
Figuring out which one it was.
Yeah, that too. I totally forget what was on too. I bought 2 at the Harmony House right here on Plymouth Road. 100%.
I think I bought it at the Harmony House in Westland. One that used to be the old country buffet.
Oh, yeah.
And then, so this is on the stands in late January or all through February, also into March. So in early March, we discussed this a few weeks ago. Early March, the 9-inch action figures hit store, which included the 4-song EP that we've
9-inch action figures.
Yeah, that also came with that EP that's been brought up a few times on the show. On 3/15, the Lotus Pod is officially open to the public for $50 an hour, not $85.
Did anyone? I'd love to know if anyone actually took part.
God, that's something we should have asked Mike P at the time.
Yeah, what dickheads came in?
Well, probably because the skit says, yeah, he was in here with a bunch of rappers or drinking, made a mess. I bet there was a bunch of like...
I just assumed they knew who those guys were. I didn't think they were just...
No, because he said there, he goes, Huggy Bear is in here with some like East Side... Cheddar, I say Cheddar Boys, but like East Side...
I'll bleep that out.
East Side something, you know? It sounded like they just had people come through. I bet there were some bad Juggalo rappers coming through in that day and age.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, I'll accept like bad local rappers that just wanted to have a
demo,
studio,
as like Fritz was talking about.
But yeah, that's different than the just bad Juggalo rappers.
I feel like I've seen it posted that like you can go, like they were announcing it on their website that it was open and available to the public.
I can only assume that they scheduled it and made it so that either they knew who was coming,
right?
And they like, okay, you're coming in from fucking 11 to 2, and no one even close to Psychopathic is going to be here, so you're not just going to mark out. You're coming right in that door and right out that door.
It felt more like it was the hazing process for Mike P. So
that's actually really
forced
funny.
him to deal with all these assholes.
Hey, you got the fucking wicked clown dickheads coming in. And he's like, how do I handle this?
If we ever follow up with him again, we should ask about that. Make a note of it. We'll remember.
He won't remember. He won't remember, and we won't remember.
So, it's a slow couple months here in the Juggalo world. On 3/27, VanillaIce.com posts a Natural Born Killers song with ICP that was apparently supposed to be on his album. That got delayed, and he just gave it out to the public for free at the time.
Is that what ended up on Forgotten Freshness 3?
It's a bad song.
Yeah, it's not great.
I mean, you're trying to like make a play on one of the best hip-hop songs ever, and it just... Yeah. If I want to listen, I want Ice Cube and I want New Jack beating the fuck out of someone to it. That's if I'm going to hear Natural Born Killers.
That's true. All right. Well, that's what's in the news.
Now the news.
Thanks. Who was it? Soundwave? Grimlock?
Cup.
Whatever. It's all the same.
Now when the news pops up on the video, he pops up.
Do they all do the dance?
No, I don't know. That's what the basement look like when they win a national title this year.
He'll be at Burger King.
Oh, yeah. See, Garrett, you were here when he was talking about he's going to post a video as Uncle Terry before and tell everyone to go up there.
Be there.
And, police presence. Street's going to be packed.
If anyone is listening or watching this, and you can go to the Wayne County Life Instagram, I assume it could be everywhere, but on Instagram, they're doing...
all this week, yeah.
Every day, they're doing their holiday past posts.
Best of the Halloween... They had Terry's House of Garage today.
Yes, that was today. That was so good. This cute little Dalmatian nose.
That was before Uncle Terry was a character. He was just a referenced person, which was a good way to bring him in. 5, 6, pick up sticks. So Uncle Terry's got diabetes. I'm doing my chores. So good. Looking like Necro Butcher, barefoot and jean shorts.
That's good. Yeah, go check that out. Garrett helped us out on last week's. Cody helped us out on last week's episode.
Just like Full Clip and Bullet are here, not Violent J and Shaggy 2 Dope.
Correct. Are we gonna jump right in? We gotta get moving.
We gotta get through 3 of these boys.
Fucking 3 songs in 1 episode, but we can do it.
Never been done before.
There's a reason. And while you were talking, I got a funny text that will come into play later.
Oh, really?
So we can talk about that. All right. So we are not going to dig as deep into all of these songs because we have a lot to get to.
Yeah.
But we want to mention, there's a lot to mention, but that's why we're here.
Yeah.
We've talked about the 3 songs.
Don't know why we're here.
I don't even know where to begin. So, these 3 songs do not appear on the Pendulum collection.
No.
They are taken off. They can't be found on streaming. They can only be found on YouTube.
Yeah.
So
they're easy to find on there, though, so
yeah.
It's not like they're completely lost to existence.
But yes, you're not finding these on the tome or the...
I had it pulled up or I couldn't
get
it fast enough.
I know, I'm watching you. Or, you have to dig for it, but they are out there. They're not found on anything else.
No.
If you don't have that CD right there, you don't have it.
I'm surprised, I guess that next Rydas album was so loaded you didn't need, I'm surprised it just didn't fill into a Rydas EP, something else down the line, like an extra Rydas thing.
That's it right there.
That's true. Just, they've been known to, shuffle them out in other places.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't even show up on a Forgotten Freshness.
Right, because there's no copyright really there. There's some stuff on those that are they had nothing but Slim Anus on there. That's straight up. But I don't know the whole beat's in there.
No, that's not on Forgotten Freshness. That's on
Psychopathic. Oh yeah, so that would be.
Does that make a difference? Yeah, I don't know.
Because Forgotten Freshness is in stores. Those were straight up island releases and stuff. Huh. It'd have to be a Psychopathic from Outer Space, something they would sell just the shows.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't. The Little Shank one ended up on. Was that on the Twisted giveaway at the Astronomicon? Don't play this for anyone.
I thought so. One of those. But again, it's just a bootleg.
That's what I mean. Yeah. So you're not putting that on something that can stream or that's out there. Okay, so we're gonna do 1 track at a time. Mm-hmm. We're gonna start with What Rydas Do for Money. People say this is the best of the 3.
I might agree.
Well, we're getting ahead of ourselves. This track is 4 minutes and 40 seconds long. Yeah. And it is by Full Clip.
Full Clip up in this bitch.
Some people say Full Clip sounds like Shaggy 2 Dope.
I could see it. I kind of see. He almost sounds like the Wizard of Del Rey, doesn't he? A little bit.
Full Clip in this motherfucker. What?
Yeah.
So there's a very long talking intro here.
Well, before we get there.
Oh, fuck.
This also has a feature.
Well, yeah, but we'll get to him when we get to him. Okay. You want to say it now then?
No. But we should point out the beat on this is from Little Ratchet and LV, which I've never heard of till this. Little Ratchet and LV, not to be confused with Little Shank. What G's do for
number 4.
Number 4, not letter.
The letter 4.
Money.
This doesn't have the number 4, right?
I don't think so. It says do for the money.
What Rydas do faux money.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But that's What G's Do for Money by Little Ratchet and LV. Nice song. And that was actually sampled from Divine Sounds, What People Do for the Money. So, little double level.
We're going to have to find both of those and listen to them. Let's get some extra work for me for the next 48 hours. Thank you very much.
We can always delay it a little bit if we need.
Nope, we drop it when we say we're going to drop it. I have a busy weekend. I can't then push it to another day. What would Fear the Beard do if he didn't get up for work on Thursday?
He'd be upset. There's a few early morning work. We are the Juggalo podcast for the working Juggalo, the ones who get up early and do the job to keep America running. I salute all of you hard-working Juggalos out there. Keep us moving.
Bob Dole in your hand.
That's what we need is have a campaign video. We're the Juggalo podcast for you hard-working Juggalos out there. Like the middle class.
Like the Knox Money?
Yeah, for sure. Money. Just like that. That was so good.
I can't believe you're ostracizing the Juggalos who aren't in the middle class.
I don't want the 1%ers.
Who's a 1%er Juggalo? Dr. Brad. You know Dr. Brad? He's
Confetti?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a 1%er.
I like his collection, so I'll allow him in. That's a blast from the past.
Who's the richest Juggalo we know? Drake?
Drake, if you want to come on and talk Ringmaster, we'll do that season next.
We'll talk that and we'll talk Degrassi.
Okay.
Now we're getting way off topic. What were we talking about?
I sell fake dope. It don't even work. Right? We're jumping in.
Oh my God, that's not even like this song,
I got the wrong song.
For fuck's sake.
Okay, here we go.
What Rydas do for money?
Full clip in this motherfucker. What?
Long ass intro of full clip just talking. It doesn't even put, I don't want to say it doesn't put anything worthwhile, but he's just saying how a rider ain't shit without his money.
Yeah, just shit talking, good old fashioned shit talking.
The everlasting part for me is where he goes dollars, money, cheese, cheddar, green. Like, that's what I think in my head.
It feels like right in line with dumping, it kind of has that vibe, like the boisterous shit talking. I could fit it in there.
All right. First verse, he talks about jacking somebody.
Jacking some Mel Tucker at somebody?
That's himself.
He's giving a tuggy boy.
Well, never mind. There's too many things going on there. Once upon a time, he was sitting at a stoplight, counting his cheddar and shining up his gat. Gang tight, never caught slippin'. Fools bullet dippin'. Straight set trippin'.
Spitting rhymes here. I like it. Too dope.
Then he sees a car roll by.
Yeah.
And he got out, opened the door, and got inside. Not aside. There's a couple that I don't know what you're looking at, but I've changed it since I've printed it.
Yeah.
Chilling in the back seat, pulled out the heat. The heat would be his gun.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know that. I know you're not a gun person, but the heat is a gun.
I'm a good guy when it comes to street slang and, gangster rap culture, so I knew that.
I can tell by your flannel t-shirt.
That's right. This is just straight up like lumberjack shirt.
It's the fucking Nick Howard look. When we hung out with him, he was wearing a fucking button right to the top.
Right to the top.
Yeah, he's got that look.
I'm sweating right now on this.
Chilling in the backseat, pulling out the heat. Heater to the dome. Like gun to the side of your head.
Yeah, another little term that I knew.
The car is the automobile that you drive. Just in case you didn't know that. We're skipping around because we can't do everything. Yeah. Just me and my piece resting in the crease between boxers and denim.
We talked about this a couple weeks ago. You don't want to Plexico burst yourself here, so you got to be careful where you're keeping that thing.
It's a kind of a funny line that between your boxers and your denim. He's just saying that he's got his gun in his pants.
Nice and tight in there.
Every time a sucker gets caught next to me, pockets get lined, everything's lovely.
You skipped over everything's co-cheese. That's a little nice slang. It's like everything's just good. I looked it up. I didn't really know exactly, but it's like a universal term. It can be used for like anything.
There's a guy I used to work with when we'd call on the radio and say, how you doing? He's like, he tried to say copacetic, but he couldn't say copacetic. He said like copacetic, and then it would be like, everything's antiseptic. Like just everything that sounded like that. So that's what that made me think of. So yeah, thanks for your slang.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for. I don't want boy Kelly K Fresh coming in and giving us school nerd.
Oh, boy Kelly. Hope we see him this weekend. I'm sure we will.
Yeah.
Pockets get lined. Everything's lovely. One way a rider gets down for his money. So we're going to get into this in a little bit, but I like how the end of each verse kind of ends the same every time. So that's nice. So he's basically saying anytime that someone comes by, even in his viewing, they're getting jacked.
What if he's already jacked someone? Like he's in the car. Does he see a better car? Do you think he upgrades? He just jacks his level up?
Yeah. I think he jacks up as much as he can jack. Yeah. Why would you stop jacking? And then we get the hook.
Yeah. Thought it was Prince on there. Sounded so good.
Now we have Detroit Southwest's own Rude Boy.
That's right.
Singing.
He's feeling it on this. You can tell he's super into it.
This is when this is very bizarre era where he's singing on the what do you call it?
Why on Flint's dick so much?
What riders do for money. A rider gets dirty and they get gritty?
I thought it said greedy.
It sounds to me like he says gritty.
They get gritty.
Bitch, run your pockets. I'll rob the whole city.
Yeah.
City, gritty?
That's true. But I could see him just doing gritty.
But it's also a Shaggy song where nothing really rhymes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I could see him just... That's close enough.
So yeah, Rude Boy feeling himself singing this hook.
And there's also a woman, I don't know if it's in this or it's at the very end, there's also a woman that comes in singing it.
For the money.
And almost, for a second I was like, is it Jamie doing a Bones voice?
That's possible.
But it sounds like it's a legit one, but not like their usual go-to. Like it just sounds like they grab someone. Maybe it was fucking Rude Boy's lady at the time. I don't know if he was married then.
I'm just letting you just bury your own hole.
I'm saying maybe Rudy was with his girlfriend or wife at the time. I don't know. This isn't a Rude Boy podcast. I don't know his life story in 2000, but didn't sound like their usual go-to singers.
I think Cruising the Barrio is the Rude Boy podcast.
Cruising the Barrio
with A.T. Huck. It's not a podcast. It's a something.
A YouTube show, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Ran into both of them at Mutiny Bar in Southwest Detroit. Awesome if you're in town this weekend. You want to go to a cool tiki bar, Mutiny in Southwest Detroit.
Where's that, Southwest?
Yeah, it's there used to be, I forgot the taco place like across the streets. Used to be able to like bring those in, bring in their own food, but a little tiny bar, but we're sitting at the bar and Rude Boy, I think it was Rude Boy, DJ Carlito, someone else, and like Huck comes in. And we just go, "What's up, Huck?" And he's like, "Oh, hey, guys, good to see you again. Good to see you." Sure. And like Rude Boy's looking back, like you could tell even Huck was kind of confused. I think he like recognized the faces just from like his interactions, but yeah, he was like so pumped to recognize there. Rudy, sorry, we got excited for Huck, not Rudy.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Second verse.
Yeah.
Pockets on swole now, but just not fat enough. So
he wants like a Stanza wallet.
He's lining his pockets. He's doing good, but he's getting a little greedy.
Yeah.
Getting greedy, not gritty.
Yeah.
Now he's getting greedy.
Now he's getting greedy. Before he wasn't.
He'll do any kind of dirt for a few bucks.
Yeah.
So this whole verse I wrote is very like he's planning a robbery. Mm-hmm. It's very Saturday afternoon like.
It really is, yeah.
Where he's scoping it out. He sees who he's going to get. He sticks him up and he steals
he has the dope house because there's farmers inside baking a cream cheese, as he says. He's ready to run up in there.
But fuck all that. A rider's got needs. Mm-hmm. See, I hate when I don't think these are the right lyrics, but that's okay. So yeah, he's got his two guns with him, kicked in the door, bitch, get on the floor. Took them in the back room, open the drawer. This is exactly Saturday.
Yeah, it really is.
Get on your fucking knees, turn around. You're getting stuck. Fuck. Don't make a fucking sound. Now this is wrong. This is what Steve was telling me. It's two techs.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And it's because he's got the two Tech 9s he's talking about earlier.
Wojtek, that's like a Polish name it says there.
I worked at the Wojtek.
Yeah. I went to Danzig with a Wojtek, the Aaron cuts his hair. That's wild funny. Polish man.
Maybe it's the same guy.
That'd be funny.
I don't think this guy is that crazy. The drawer got took. The house got kicked. My pockets got lined. Everything's lovely. Another way a rider gets down for his money.
Oh, the money.
So it ties into how the last one was. One way a rider gets down for his money. Now this is another way a rider gets down for his money. So it's a nice like callback that they always end.
Continues along the route.
And the pockets get lined. Everything's lovely. Is how he ends it. Then we got the hook again. Rude boy singing his balls off. Then this last verse, I don't know. It's whatever.
It's whatever. Just skip over it.
Yeah, well, many different ways to earn your green. You're a rider, you know. It's a money thing. Stacking your chips, making paper. See, like, we've talked about this before. Like, maybe it's because it's the third verse and you, like, lose interest. Yeah. But, like, this has nothing. I have no sentimental value to this verse at all.
Yeah, he had a carjacking. He had robbing a dope house. And now he's just generic, rapping about money.
Even looking at it, like, I can't even hear it in my head.
Yeah, I could see that.
Put your hand down. What's yours is mine. Make one wrong move and get stabbed in the spine.
There's more just straight two-dope rhyme coming out. Yeah. Just stabbing in the spine.
At least he's not talking about ball sacks.
That's true. Is this the first Shaggy track we've done with no balls? Sack reference?
It's possible.
I mean, he got close. He was in the crease between his boxers, and he was wanting to. He was itching to.
Yeah, he was itching it, all right. Pockets been lined and everything's lovely. I told you I'd die for my motherfucking money.
Yeah.
Bitch. Point of reference. At this point, at bitch.
Bitch.
3 minutes and 19 seconds.
Not that bad,
This track is 4 minutes and 43 seconds long.
Extra minute. Well, Rudy, he's got to get his in.
For the money. For the money.
I think it just repeat until song ends at the bottom on.
Yes, they couldn't even count how many times.
Genius didn't even want to put it all in.
Sorry, Mustard. Calling you out.
Yeah. I don't like you cutting corners on the Rydas EP.
I also don't like all the corrections I had to make on here, Mustard. So
get those points up, though, huh?
You don't get the points for the corrections.
Oh, just annotations?
Yeah, I think so. Do we want to talk about each song as we go along? Like how you feel about it?
Oh, I'm feeling it.
I think people feel it because of the hook.
Yeah. But I think Shaggy is like in his element doing this type of song, though. He's, just as we said, Blaze could just be Cell Block. I think the next one
Blaze
up,
could be Cell Block?
The next one up in that, Little Shank is on another level when it comes to rapping on all these, but when it comes to doing this style, I think Shaggy fits in perfectly. Like, some of this is like, you just get lost, and especially that last verse. But if you're cruising around, you toss this in, or a mix of tracks that you're bumping your head to. For sure, this one works, and his flows and stuff.
I feel like he did for me. He did the song, and he got to that third verse. He's like, "Fuck, I gotta do a whole CD of this. Fuck that."
That might be the case.
This verse killed the full clip solo CD, 100%.
I wonder how. Would that be more of a wrap-up question on this, but like how any of them would have been in a full-length album? Like Shank for sure would have worked. Blaze would have worked. After that, I feel like they all kind of been stretching to have a full-length album by any of them. We would have called it out. You would have had to have a full CD of 2 or 3 solo songs from each person. Yeah, that would work better. You couldn't have a 17-track full-clip album. No. We did get a 17-track cell block. It's called fucking every CD the Blaze has done. No, he gets a little spooky later on. He's floating through the cosmos and stuff. He does. And that's where he flies across the screen right here. In the casket rocket ship. Speaking of our fitness, look at this fucking vein on my arm. You see that? I'm just sitting here like touching it. I'm fucking looking like Don Morocco over here. I don't know about that. you have Dino Bravo? Got the Hasbro version one. Big chest and shoulders, just big gut. Greg Valentine. That's the body I want. It's the look. I had the hair. If I grew it out, I'd have the luscious locks like Greg Valentine. All right. I got the gut. It's just getting the rest to go. Yeah, that's what I'm working on right now.
Okay. Yeah, I think people say they like this song. I think they like the hook because it's catchy.
Because Rudy's flowing hard.
Yeah, but overall, I don't know. It's got a couple memorable lines, but I think it fades very quickly.
I think like any other Rydas track, they're very light on substance and just there for the good time. I think this fits perfectly for that.
Maybe, but there still could be more. It doesn't just have to... I don't know. I think that's a cop-out. I think there are songs that have good substance to it.
We'll see.
Maybe this is it right
Let's
here.
find out.
Who Wanna Flex?
On this killer.
Bullet.
4
minutes and 29 seconds.
Yeah.
Also not on anything else, as we said. Original beat?
G'd Up by Eastside. The Eastsiders. Snoop Dogg's little crew. They weren't bad. Another album that time where it's like, okay, it's getting a little long. Like, I don't need a full 20 tracks or whatever. But they got some tracks. This was one of them. I enjoy the Eastsiders.
All right. Who Wanna Flex? Bullet. Now we're at I Sell Fake Dope. It Don't Even Work.
Do you think that's who Full Clip was robbing in the first track?
That would be funny if they did something like that.
That would be a fun album. They all like tell their version, like sides of a story. It all intertwines into an story. That could be fun.
It's like Crash.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Fuck, let's pitch it.
Yeah, we need to do something with that. Let's work that. Smoke you at 8 and won't even twerk. So is it smoke you at 8 or smoke you in 8? Like you smoke an eighth.
Smoke you an eighth and it don't even work.
Yeah.
That's what he says. Yeah. Smoke you an eighth and don't even work.
But it doesn't.
Or you won't even twerk. Yeah.
This line, see, Jay just fucking comes out on this, right? Like he can't help it but have his. But it's fun. It's good. I shoot prostitutes like plastic ducks. Buck ping. I give no fucks. Yeah. Referencing if you're at like the carnival and you got those fucking little ducks going by and you bing bing. Yeah. Like that's so fucking. That's a good line.
Right. I always like in all the Rydas, they do it if you do the buck, the Ice Cube type. So I dig that. It's
like how every D12 song has like the same like sound in the back, which I can't think of right now, but they do.
Or Griselda, the
what?
You ever listen to Conway the Machine or West Side Gun or them?
No.
Non-stop, so do all the time in the background of the tracks.
It's like the comic books.
Yeah.
Bada 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 bada
tinkle,
bada
tinkle,
bada
tinkle.
Boosh boosh. Boosha boosha. Had me a girlfriend and blew her head off. I'm like an underground waterman. I gotta let off.
Timely for the winters of Michigan, breaking water mains underground.
Bend enemies' knees the wrong way. Kick him in the ass. Watch him crawl all day. Okay, now this next two lines has a little controversy. Mm-hmm. I know. I can't say why.
Yeah.
I can't say why. It's not because I don't know why. It's because I can't say.
Yeah.
This is 100%, without a doubt. He says, I shot Tupac and Biggie Smalls, put a little AIDS up in Eazy-E's drawers.
Yeah.
There's not even a question.
I mean, that makes total sense, even if I didn't know that. Like, at the time, who else? Two big names that just got shot, not right around them, but someone. And then the AIDS is Eazy-E.
And I think I annotated it, and someone was like, are you sure? And I'm like, I'm 100%. Or maybe Mustard like messaged us or whatever. And I'm like, I'm 100% sure.
Well, I need to know why, though, off record.
I don't know if I can't say they ever did it live, or if there was like a version that came up.
Oh, really?
I'm positive I've heard it.
You've heard it.
Good God, did that show up on camera?
That was my belly.
Man, I'm hungry today, so if you're hungry...
that wasn't hunger, it was just
noise?
I ate a lot of cabbage for dinner.
Oh my God. I hung out with someone recently, and they had Brussels sprouts.
Oh, so good.
The smell emanating from all parts of their body. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Well, see me in a couple hours, I'm sure.
I don't need that. I'll be leaving quickly. So yes, the next line is kind of choppy, and you can't it's almost like they don't just bleep it. They almost cut it if you listen real close. something like Superman.
I mean, it's obviously going to be something about, like, what's his name being paralyzed.
You think so?
Yeah, it's got to be.
Come out asshole naked with my dick in my hand.
Maybe fly it. Wouldn't make sense, though. How would you cut up, like, flying out the net and like Superman?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that is, but I'm 100% I know that the first three are Tupac, Biggie, and Easy.
Yeah.
And if anyone questions it, fuck you. 100%.
Give you the... I forgot the guy in State this past weekend. Give the double finger to the whole crowd.
Yeah, did that make the news?
It was on the broadcast.
I know, but you didn't even see it, dickhead. We told you about it.
We told you about it. I was too happy.
You came downstairs and we're like, did you see it? You missed it. But I didn't see anything about it.
I just see on MGO blog. They were talking about it.
But yeah, that was... Anyways. I use cocaine like Kool-Aid mix. Matter of fact, I could use a fix. Bitch, you like that hoe? Now drop to your knees and blow. Who wanna flex?
That's just he had to do blow hole, like he had to throw those in at the end there.
He does. He's with my dick in my hand. So yeah, that's Who Wanna Flex. The first verse.
Fun little first verse, like you said, a little bit of J, just enough, but still feels the gangster rap in there.
Yeah, J definitely comes out in Bullet. Yeah, 100%. Chorus done by Full Clip.
Yeah, it's fun.
Who Wanna Flex with this killer?
Big wheeler.
Dope man, dope dealer.
Again, Shaggy, perfect for this. He's got the flow, the cadence. He's got a little bit of, what do you call it, a little pizzazz to him that makes him feel legit.
If they did solo songs, they should always have another person doing their hook.
Yeah.
100%. I mean, we've talked about that in the Blaze CD and everything. Like, to have the same voice for 17 songs, impossible. I like how we always say 17 songs.
Most of the ICP albums are 17.
But yeah, you need something to break it up. Unless you specifically make your voice different, like Blaze does. Sometimes like he doubles it up or he does the high and the low. Like you need someone else in there. 100%.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
You okay there with your microphone?
Yeah. Feels good in this side. This is the side I always use.
We're going to see when the echo is fucking off because you're talking into it. It's not where it always is. I'm gangster like Tweety Bird Loke.
Tweety Bird, I looked him up. He's an old rapper / member of the Crips, I believe it said. Yeah.
That's why you have all the red bandanas up here?
Yeah, see.
Are you going to Crip walk for the camera?
I'm not drinking tonight, so no.
Fuck around and get your little bird neck broke.
That's fun.
Wait behind fast foods. Not fast food restaurants, just fast food.
Just fast foods.
Hiding behind a Big Mac. Strapped to kill, hole in your head for that Happy Meal. So he's just every other line is like a different assault.
Yeah.
Break in your house and a jump attack. You ain't jumping attacking shit.
2000?
When was the last time you jumped?
You talking to me or?
Either one.
Get hot.
Get the sledgehammer and I thump your back.
A little Triple H action.
I thump your back to make my scratch. I let bullets fly because I'm crooked like Robert Gibson's eye.
Hot line right there.
Great line.
That's a Mr. Knox line right there.
It is. For those who don't know, Robert Gibson is a professional wrestler who's still out there doing his thing.
Wrestling, yeah.
Part of the Rock and Roll Express, and he famously has an eye that is not straight. It is. It
makes Shawn Michaels look straight. This is so fucked.
It's very crooked. Did you see it? I annotated it.
You did, I did see that.
The perfect picture of it, too. You can't see me like tinted glass. Fuck your woman and kick your ass.
Yo ass.
A fucked up hand life dealt me out. So sick, Jerry Lewis couldn't help me out.
That's fun.
So that's something. People do not know. So
the youth of America.
The youth of the nation. Jerry Lewis is an actor.
Comedian.
Singer.
No, not a singer.
He sang at the end of that.
Yeah, I guess he does.
He famously has a movie that got what's the word I'm looking for?
Reimagined?
No. I'm so dumb. I don't know why I can't think. They got filmed.
Yeah.
And it never got released because it was so racist.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What movie is that? I never heard this one.
if I'm not mistaken, it's about like a clown Hitler. It's something like, and the Jews. Like, it's something. I
feel like I remember this a clown Hitler thing. Yeah.
So weird.
He was like a real dick in real life, I believe. Like,
I can see
off
that.
the camera. Like him and Dean Martin had a fall because Dean was like a super chill, laid back, nice guy. And
of course, you would think that.
No, he wasn't a drinker either. He'd always fake it. They'd be out partying. He'd be back home reading a book. He'd have big parties at his house. And he'd always say he'd always disappear. And they'd find him in a back room just watching like late night TV.
That sounds like my kind of guy. So Jerry Lewis had a yearly telethon on the TV for muscular dystrophy. Mm-hmm. And then he would sing "You Will Never Walk Alone" at the end, and everyone would cry. But yeah, it was like a 24-hour at least, if not more. It was every Labor Day.
What do you think of the Seinfeld episode? Kramer's to the telethon and they sing with them.
So yeah, Jerry Lewis. Jerry's kids are the sick.
Yes.
It's. Let's go back. I don't even know if you can say that today.
Yeah.
Are they sick? You don't call someone who's got an ailment sick. That's like saying you have, fuck, what am I thinking of? What does Greg have?
Cerebral palsy.
Cerebral palsy. Yeah. Why couldn't I think of that? That's a late day. Like, you wouldn't call that an illness or sickness. To say Jerry's kids are sick, but that's what they said back then.
Right.
This is 2000, but like, you wouldn't say that now.
No, probably not. But 2000 you still would. Or not think anything of it, him saying it.
But in retrospect, it's like, that's weird. Weird to say.
Right.
Everything to lose and nothing to gain. Waiting in your back seat, I bring the pain.
I think it's a reference to Method Man.
I thought it was a reference to
King Gordy. Them horns and extensions.
I was going to say it's a reference to fucking Brock Lesnar.
Oh, he wasn't around yet.
Here comes the pain. Now you're laid up like Eminem's rap career.
Dead in a year.
Now, who wanna flex? Who does want to flex, Bullet?
I don't know.
All right. Do you think Eminem's career was dead in a year?
No, it was just taken off in a year. Well, he was already huge, but like I said, 01 is when he was lightning rod.
Yeah.
No, more like 03, actually. 03, it was...
Yeah, he only sold, what do we say, 22 million CDs?
I mean, I get that as a diss, though. You're like, all right, he's a pop star. Or,
I understand.
Yeah, I understand.
Then we got the chorus again. Yeah. I beat your ass like Butterbean.
Yeah. Someone beat you to that annotation.
I know.
Because the image is what I thought you would have pulled up, though. That's why I thought it was you. Butterbean knocking out Bart Gunn.
That's great. So Butterbean was a fighter in the pre-Ultimate Fighter days. What would you call those? Like the Tough Man competitions?
Yeah, Tough Man guy.
Just big, fat, bald man.
Best thing he's ever done is, maybe even before knocking out Bart Gunn, is he fights Johnny Knoxville on Jackass.
Yes.
Johnny Knoxville wakes up and he goes, "Is Butterbean okay?" Like, perfect line to say.
Yeah, he was a tough son of a bitch.
Yeah. He's still around. I don't think he fights, but he's still like doing appearances and things
he
like
was
that.
at WrestleCon when I was there.
Yeah. He was cool.
Spend my time in the gutter, man. Hatchet in hand with the blackest truck. You're like the LA... Wrong, but that's okay. You're like the LA Clippers. You fucking suck. Great line, especially for that era, because the Clippers are notoriously like top 3 worst franchises in sports history.
Little, not everlasting Juggalo line or Juggalo, how do we say it? Mythology, but we have some Rydas mythology. The black trucks, that's like always their thing.
100%. Who else is in the top 3 worst franchises in sports history?
Lions.
100%.
Let's put respect on who is the absolute worst is the Lions.
Just want to make sure that you know that.
Oh, yeah. I got the 0-16 autographed football over there.
You know who sadly probably right up there is the Knicks.
Yeah.
Even though they've won 2 championships.
It's been a long time since they've been good.
Yeah, and they've just notoriously like bad ownership. And Did you ever listen to Valeni's podcast where it was like they had like every week or whatever they talked about a different franchise that was the worst in sports? They were really good. That's
a cool idea. He'd be good for that. When he's not like trying to bait callers. He is smart and like a good listen, but yeah.
Yeah, their podcasts were really good.
I could get down with that.
Smack old ladies out the rocking chair. Walk this earth without a damn care. Jack your car and then run you down. God damn, jack your car and run you down. That's a kick in the dick. With you next to your great granddaddy.
Underground. Way deep. No, only 7 feet.
Deck your bitch ass again and again till your face swells up like Don Corleone's chin.
That's fun. Don Corleone, for those who don't know, the Godfather.
Don Vito Corleone. But you've seen him. So
yes.
Good job. Wave my flag as I walk your streets because you're whack like No Limits beats.
I had to double check. They did not, at least up to this point, not use any No Limit beats.
That's actually really
funny. It's really funny
if
they used them and he shit talking them.
Hang out the window chucking hand grenades. Got the flamethrower for them morning raids. Stole a space shuttle so I can do a drive-by on the whole planet. Damn it. Who wanna flex? That line I circled. That's funny.
It's like I said, Jay coming out. He couldn't just, like, Shaggy is fine just being the gangster rapper guy the whole time. Jay has to put in a little pizzazz, as I said in there.
I'm just kind of surprised that in that whole verse, he throws Butterbean, the Clippers, Don Corleone, No Limits,
yeah, he's
Space
got a ton
Shuttle.
of references.
Yeah, that's very unlike him.
True.
That's almost like a Blaze verse.
I could see that.
I've noticed that more and more. We won't talk about it forever and ever, but like Blaze throws in some good sports references.
He does.
Like there was a point where he stopped being the fucking old dead man, and it's like I'm gonna throw in like Adam Vinatieri lines and just shit like that. It's like that's random, but it's cool.
Yeah.
And then the core. Stole a space shuttle so I can do drive by on the whole planet. Who want to flex? 2 minutes 59 seconds. This song ends at 4:32.
It's a staple of
a minute and a half of chorus, and then him just repeating to himself, who want to flex with this killer? Cat pillar.
Dope, man. Dope. That's a fun one to repeat to yourself, though. As we've known to do after we've recorded these. That's going to be stuck in my head in the shower, saying, who want to flex? Dope dealer. Cat pillar.
Really, really, really. And this is, again, part of that. Like your mythology of them just going, Rydas.
Yeah, for sure, Rydas.
Who want to flex? Who want to flex with this killer? Why to fuck you? Where does that even come from?
Maybe we recorded it.
No.
In December.
No.
Because this is right after the new year, so they probably recorded it around all the Y2K hype kicking around.
Psychopathic Rydas.
Patrick.
Forever and a day. Running with a hatchet.
Surprised they never made a shirt or something that said Psychopathic on it. Because he drops it so much.
Okay.
I'm a fan. I enjoy it. I don't know if I like it as much as the other one. Like I said, the hook helps that other one, but this one's more fun with all the references and stuff in it.
I agree. I don't know which one I like best. They're different in their own ways.
Yeah. I could plug these right in with dumping, and I wouldn't mind these tracks being there. They don't bug me. They fit with the rest of them.
They don't bug me.
I mean,
I'm going to start saying that. This song doesn't bug me.
Well, let me rephrase that. They wouldn't stick out. I wouldn't skip them. I think they'd fit just fine with the Rydas dumping mix.
You know what it does? It bugged me. This next song fucking sucks.
Oh,
it sucks ass.
Spoiling it already.
Would you disagree?
I don't know. I don't remember. I have to get through this here and see.
Did you listen to it?
I did. A few times. Over and over in a day.
Forever and a day? I Don't Want to Die.
Yeah.
4 minutes and 55 fucking seconds.
I think it longer. No, actually, don't. Sandwich between two long ones. You know what doesn't suck, though?
You know what's not sandwiched between two long ones?
You know what doesn't suck, though?
I know. You tell me.
Love at First Bite. Love at First Sight by Children of the Ghetto.
Children of the Corn. So many things there that you fucked up. That's okay. I was going to tell you could start over, but it's too late now.
Love at First Sight by Children of the Ghetto.
Love, L-U-V.
Yeah. I'd never heard of this band. Never heard of this rap group until... looking this up, and I dig it. I like that track. They're on Who Bangin' Records, as we looked up. Mac 10's little label. So, I'm down with Children of the Ghetto. Let's see if I'm down with Bullet. It's another Bullet track, right?
Without looking at it, what's the name of the song?
I don't want to die.
All right, just making sure. If you asked me, I wouldn't have gotten it 100%. So I was. All right, so we have a little spoken word intro talking about where they want to see him dead. They want me dead in Detroit. Yeah. They want me dead in St. Louis. They want me dead in Denver.
Naming off all the Juggalo towns of the time.
Yes. Down south. Dead in the Bahamas. They want me dead in Lebanon.
Lebanon.
I can't even fucking read. Like, there's no cadence to this. I wrote so slow with a frowny face.
Frowny face.
Like, I don't even know what he's talking about. I'm over this already.
He still wants to be a rider. He still wants to be out in the streets partying, living life. He's still loving Friday nights, probably Friday night football, you know. Probably enjoying that.
Probably. Wants to follow the Blue Jays on Livonia. So yeah, he's saying that people like are just assuming he's dead. Well, hold up, don't shut my coffin yet. I'm still alive and full of life, like a beehive. I know you really want to see me drop into the earth. You wanted that since birth. But hold up, partner. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, you're right. He is still loving Friday nights. He's flossing rider fashion. Mashing in the bucket.
Yeah, and a black Navigator. There we go. That's some rider lore. Always the black Navi, 2003.
100-spoke Dayton. Day.
That line's fun. The way he does that.
That is fun. This hoe is looking like she want a rider dick up in her.
Yeah.
And I'm the beginner winner. We fucking during dinner.
That makes me think of First Day Out. The soup, nut, bloop.
That's not that song.
No, it's not. I don't know.
How about the next line?
Yeah.
How do you like that?
To bang your biscuit out for the first time, 8 is nothing new.
But he fucks her on the plate of food. I'm a road crow dude. What a weird fucking line.
It doesn't feel riders at all.
No, and like even how he says it is very strange.
I do like the day part, but the rude, crude dude.
It's just a weird like cadence from him that you never hear. Most players like to take their women whining, dining. I serve a bitch a plate of dick.
Yeah.
A bowl of nuts.
See, that's where I was getting. That's why I was in my mind.
What?
The bowl of nuts. That's what I was thinking. Bloop soup.
I got a lot on this earth to live for, and I don't want to die. I'm trying to touch the sky.
Yeah. The hook, though, maybe saves it. I like the hook because, just like Children of the Ghetto, it's a fun little
Psychopathic Rydas.
You know what? I tried looking this up and I couldn't find it out, and I didn't want to dive any deeper. But the Children of the Ghetto one, they sample and they take the cadence of the hook. It's just like the "We Always Love Big Papa," the fucking Loke song or whatever for.
You think that's the same?
Biggie. I thought maybe it was like something older that they all were using, but I think that's Children of the Ghetto is ripping off the "We Always Love Big Papa," and then obviously Jay's ripping off their version. Because when did that come out?
Well, when you keep talking about that, I'll keep going. Now he's talking about
that came out in '98. Children of the Ghetto came out in '99. So I think they all stole from the Lux. We Always Love Big Papa for that cadence in there.
Probably. I wouldn't have picked up on that.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for.
Where'd they pick up the road crow dude?
I don't know.
I'm hitting switches in a black Escalade truck.
Switching up his black trucks now. He had a Navi, now he's got an Escalade.
Well, he's improving this Jack style.
They're on the same level, Escalades and Navigators.
I don't even. I know you must be thinking, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But I can. I'm like, this line is kind of fun. I'm like, bump, bump, squeak, bump, bump, swing.
You know what it sounds
dip,
like?
Bump, bump, swing, dip.
That sounds like our boy Cluner. Boop, ski, boop. He always does them fucking noises. Boop, ski,
I'm turning off your microphone. He's got a $16,000 Rolex. He's got an Impala.
Yeah. I love 96 Impala. He's probably talking about a like 52 or something like that.
Now I wrote slipping out of rider gimmick. This is just straight violent Jay.
Yeah.
Like this has nothing to do with fucking like no other rider songs talk like this.
Bitches are flagging them down with their titty nipples.
I know that's your favorite.
It's J to a T.
But see, it ain't that simple. Bitches now will leave you crippled.
Yeah.
If I stuck my dick in every ugly bitch that rode up, my dick would make you want to throw up. It would be so toe up.
Up.
No Ryder songs talk like this.
No.
This is like fucking Roxy Carroll.
It's true. Do they have Ryder, at least up into this point, have like many fucking songs?
Other than the fucking backdoor Riders.
Yeah, but I'm saying like,
that
up to
song,
this point.
that's just straight. It just says like, yeah, that's we should do that.
Okay.
I don't
Bumpy,
want to.
green, and lumpy.
That's exactly what
Roxy Carroll.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he wanted to tie it back to Toxic Love. This is all one album, so he wants the theme.
Yeah, I'm sure
it would be very
that's
consistent.
exactly what we're talking about. I can't be flossing dirty bitches that got mossy toes. It's a million hottie hoochies all up on this earth. Taste what life is worth.
I don't want to die.
Yeah. I mean, there's some funny lines in there, but they're very J. There's no story whatsoever.
Definitely not Ryder's feeling.
No. Chorus, again.
Yeah. We always love Big Papa.
I'm not finding that. That's too much.
You don't need that. You just have me singing it.
That's true. You can bash out all my front teeth if you really want to. Been wanting to go part my grill out anyway, so fuck you. I want to live to see the world rain diamonds and pearls and treasures for all the little boys and girls. Blah, blah. So now we're going to get the line of the song.
Yeah.
I want to live to see my great-grandchildren have their kids and be so old that I can't lift my eyelids. I want to live to see the lights of the Goodyear blimp.
It's going to read Ice Cube's a bitch.
Yeah.
That's fun.
I had it written wrong here. That's... Why can you say that, but you took out the Biggie and Tupac line?
Well, because they actually were murdered, and he's saying he murdered them, and Eazy died of AIDS. It's just good shit talking fun. And he also
shit talking fun.
He also loves him some Cube, so I think it's just a fun little nod.
Psychopathic Ryder. What?
I guess because it came out in the comic. Because I was for a second thinking, like, why would they even edit it on a Ryder's track? But probably because it
came out. Yeah,
I don't know if Chaos was like, well, hold on, you guys can't say that. And
I wonder if Chaos even knew what was on those songs.
That's what I'm wondering. But that's the only reason I could see it being edited on a Ryder's type track.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm losing it. That's a reference to It Was a Good Day, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ice Cube's a pimp.
That's what I just wanted to make sure it was that song. Psychopathic Ryder, baby, call me Bullet. I be dumping. I get your brakes a pumping every time I'm dropping something. Oh, we're still going on. Now I was talking about roly polies.
Melly Mel, who we referenced last week in his modern day diss song to Eminem.
We talked about him before that, like multiple times. So fuck Melly Mel, Master Flash, and Goofy Cool Mo D.
Goofy Cool Mo D.
They talk about Cool Mo D in the comic.
They did,
one of the early ones. They're like, I'll slap those Cool Mo D shades off.
Yeah, good call. Good reference. See, it's all connected.
We talked about Cool Mo D twice and Melly Mel 3 times in one season. And every other bitch that fell off in 83. Y'all didn't influence the Riders. We be dumping bullets in the sky. And we ain't never gonna die. We ain't never gonna die, baby. 4 minutes and 1 second. And it goes 4:56-ish.
Yeah.
So, nice 50 seconds of chorus. And then
full
clip. Ain't never gonna die. Cell block. Ain't never gonna die. Goes on and on with that. I note Twin Gats.
Yeah.
Interesting that he made it.
He's still there. So this probably was recorded before he was booted.
And then my homie Alex.
Just Alex and then Jumpsteady.
Jumpsteady. So those are the 3 Ryder songs. I can easily say that's the third of the 3 for me.
Yeah, definitely. I had to go back and look. It's funny that one wasn't one that was like tossed on, because originally it was going to be that and What Riders Do for Money.
Yeah.
So the better track is what was added. It's funny that little thing there.
What?
I don't know. There's a lot of tracks we had to go through there.
I know. I'm tired. So now.
Yeah. Hope you're not too tired.
No, because we have to go through the comic book.
That's right.
I'm trying to look for it on my thing. I can't find it. Pendulum number 7. The Pendulum's Promise.
That's right.
Wait, did I finish reading this? Oh, yeah, because those last... Oh, yeah, I remember that. All right, I got to flip through to the top of my page.
Mm-hmm.
All right, all white cover, kind of cool.
Yeah. I mentioned this before we started. This feels like I've seen like another comic back in the day like this. I wonder if it's a nod to something, or it's just maybe my brain from this 20 years later. I was like, oh yeah, it's an iconic, as you said, we said iconic cover. Not really, it's the Pendulum, but
yeah, it's not exactly the fucking Abbey Road cover.
But yeah, it's cool. It stands out. Something different than the other ones we've seen.
Yeah.
Especially for Chaos, so much going on like in the background, and so maybe that's why it stands out so much with that stark white.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, a little shadowy figure below. I wonder what that'll be.
I was trying to figure out if that's what that was, or is that like the pool of blood that's under Shaggy?
No, yeah, it's the shadow of who we'll meet down the line here.
Yes, which is interesting that they would even do that.
Well, you see him at the end of the last issue, his shadow.
What's in that pool of blood? Or is that? It looks like an ace of spades, but that's not like a card, is it? Over on the right.
No, it's just
a hole in the pool. It just looks like it's something.
I thought you meant where Shaggy's hand is, which looks kind of like a strawberry, kind of like a moon, kind of like a heart.
Kind of like a piece of pizza.
Yummy.
He is bleeding fucking profusely.
He's got his 13 jersey on in this one.
I noticed that. His red hair.
Do you notice each issue, their clothes get baggier and baggier, it seems? Like they're jacked comic book heroes, but now like they're just getting more, their clothes are getting larger. You
never see them eating as they're traveling around.
They did have that pizza when their hotel room blew up.
That's true.
Should we run down where they were at since the hotel room explosion?
Yep, this is your favorite part. This is where we insert the ominous music, and you get like 2 minutes and 15 seconds because that's all the.
I don't need that much time.
Really, pal?
So, where we last left off, our wicked clowns were in Wichita, beating up skinheads, neo-Nazis, and the like, and they decided this is a good way to get arrested and stop in the crooked police, make sure they feel our brand of justice. So Jesus and the Jesus, is whichever way you want to call them.
Go ahead, but I'm coming back to that.
Jesus and the
Why do you have to hold the microphone? Like you're getting real in-depth with this one.
Jesus and the Wicked Clowns, they're in their jail cell. The police are threatening them. ICP is not having any part of... the Wicked Clowns not having any part of this. And
I need to go back and see that, because I still think they call them
They've
ICP.
never been called ICP. They're the Wicked Clowns. As they're in the jail cell, a carnival approaches. Out of the mist, out of the green mist, all of a sudden it's built on its own. Not a carny in sight. It just appears. And
the sounds of the carnival, but not near a person to be seen.
Near a person to be seen. And the cops walk outside. They say, "What is this? What is going on?" A clown car pulls out. Boop, boop. They all unload. And that's who breaks the Wicked Clowns out of jail.
I can't believe we're back that far. Jesus.
They beat up all the heathens and evil villains in the city of Wichita. Hit the road, back on their way. They run into Twisted. Twisted takes them out. Right.
I think you may have skipped a little bit, but that's okay. Yes, they encounter Twisted after the carnival comes and goes.
Nothing else happened in that issue. Kilgore gets very upset. He's on the phone with Mr. Gray. He's yelling at him. He turns into a big fat demon man. And then and then an ominous figure appears in the shadows where we last left off. Twisted, taking the clowns to the netherworld. That's where we are.
Kind of, yeah. You got a little deeper, but yes. They have not yet. We see this ominous figure in the netherworld.
Yeah, that's what it is. When they're in the netherworld, you see the shadows of this ominous figure. Okay. What could it be? Let's find out.
Well, right away.
Yeah.
Which I had to read multiple times to figure this out. Mm-hmm. So there's this motherfucker in the netherworld, but all the voices are like, this is how I take this. All the voices are prayers.
It's all the damn souls that are like down there.
And he ends up saying, they're saying, they're praying to God, and he's saying, you're God. In a world of suffering, when did that God ever help you?
Yeah.
I am your God now for your salvation.
Yeah, and he's flying like a creepy little demon face.
Yeah.
Looks kind of like the spooky decorations down here.
He does. You can't turn around without having one in the corner. Pendulum's Promise.
Yeah, they got the name down there. That's fun.
Outside Wichita.
Yeah. Oh, I jumped ahead a little bit, huh?
Yeah, a little bit, but that's what I was saying. That's okay. We pick up where we left off last episode, where Twisted just beat the fuck out of ICP.
A lot of ninja tactics. Like, they were backflipping. It was all sorts of ass kicking going on.
Which one is which? I think Jamie's on the left.
Yeah, Jamie's got the sickle in his hand.
All right. So
big moon behind them.
Everyone's beat up
down and out.
Yeah, it's funny that next little panel there, you have him fucking kicking Shaggy right in the face.
I like them holding up Shaggy's face. His face there. Oh!
Yeah. Great picture. But yeah, Twisted basically just beating the fuck out of them and giving them their I don't know, just talking about how it's their purpose to end the Wicked Clowns. And then, of course, they have to throw in little one-liners there. They're saying, it's our destiny.
Yeah.
And Shaggy says, what is it, to be a couple of punk-ass bitches who get pimped all the time? Tell your boss. What if your boss tells you to bend over and butt plug each other? Are you going to stand there and ask, where's the KY jelly?
Different time. By the way, all of a sudden, Monoxide turned to Tom Dub down there. Look at his face.
He does look like, look at the mustache.
Yeah. That's not the same guy in the other panels.
That's funny. Also, classic comic / movies. Who sent you anyway? Monoxide spills it instantly. Kilnor. Yeah. But I think you already knew that. Like, why would you tell him?
Yeah.
You meddling kids. So he's like, I'm going to sit and tell you the whole plot so that you can escape and then know what we're doing. Then
I like Shaggy here says, thanks, I've always wanted to oh no, sorry, it's a little further down. A 10-pound steel hook bashed into my skull. Maybe think of the 10-pipe lead pipe crashed to my dome. The fucking Violent J verse. Didn't it make you think of that too?
It did not. 100% did not think of that. There goes. Oh, your bandana is falling.
It's not Rise anymore.
No.
It's the Nether Void. So.
No, I'm sorry. I'll take off all my bandanas. Insinuating that Kilnor's a cross-dresser. Living at his grandma's house and running around sporting her panties at night. And how it fits into them because she's a large woman.
He gets another kick to the dome. And the eyes always, when someone's getting like hit in these comics, their eyes are always real funny.
Roll in the back of their head, yeah. Twisted says, they are so amusing, even in death. Their fearlessness is a product of their insanity. Intriguing how much alike we are. In a different world, maybe we could have been allies.
And then, I believe that's Monoxide. Hears something in the distance. Or no, he has a feeling. He feels it. He can feel being watched. And there's our good friends in the shrubs, looking like
wearing the fucking like the ghillie suit.
Yeah, looking like Jesse Ventura, the Predator. And it's Mr. Gray and the Stress Squad. And they got sights on the clowns on the ground. But who are these two guys? They say got the scope right on Madrox.
I assume that's Madrox. Yeah. Their bodies are just laying there. Can't see the clowns, but they see the other two. Hold your fire. Wait a minute. Let them do our work. And then they keep radioing back to Mr. Gray to see what they want to do.
A lot of dialogue on what to decide to do for Mr. Gray here.
Yeah. Just let them do what they're doing.
Yeah. They bleed just like us. You are all soldiers. You know what you must do.
Those clowns are not to leave this field.
The killing fields. That's where they're in.
That's true. Go back to Twisted.
Yeah.
Saying that they can feel them but can't see them.
Yeah, so let's finish. We gotta get the work done for the sunrises, too.
Yeah, goddamn, gotta get out of here. And then in comes who we were seeing in the first page.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that if I was you.
Boom. Double clothesline. Right on Twisted.
I think it looks like he's flying under Monoxide's legs.
Yeah, maybe. No, it's right in the gut. I don't know what you'd call that.
Oh, baby.
His wingspan looks insanely big in that photo.
Oh, he's a jacked man.
Yeah, looking like Mr. Sinister from the X-Men comics a little bit there, maybe.
He looks like Seth Rollins.
Whoa, whoa. Whoosh. That's Madrox or Monoxide throwing a blade.
Yes. Him saying that they know each other. Yeah. You do not recognize me. And then right away, such bad dialogue here. You do not recognize me. And then I think Madrox right away says, "You are Jackson?
Jackson.
The Shadow Lord. I did not recognize you at first, brother, but I see you clearly now." Fuck, it's so bad. Like, they're fighting each other, and then that's the first thing you say. It's just, it's so...
It sounds like my son's been watching Power Rangers. It feels like that kind of, like, jointed. Yeah, like, no, I know who you... Like,
yeah, it's so... Like, they're trying way too hard here. But that's okay. That's what we do. Yes, and you are the Shadow Demons.
Like Jamie Madrox and the Monoxide Child. The Monoxide Child.
If anyone picked this up who didn't know what was going on, they'd be like, what the fuck is this?
Fucking names are these people?
Sorry, I'm just looking at stuff. Don't understand why we're doing what we're doing. So he says he's been watching them.
Yeah.
But then the question, well, if you've been watching us, then why are you stopping us from finishing off the wicked clowns?
Yeah. You have to deal with Kilnor's wrath for interfering. He calls them fools. What Kilnor will do with you once he's done with your services, he'll send you back to the void.
Which they've alluded to. Yeah. Alluded to in the past that he's just using Twisted, and then they'll throw him back into the bullshit.
And he says, "You can't forget that it is your void that we shall return to." So they'll become his slave and puppets of the underworld.
How can you, who bears the whip, speak down on another who operates the pendulum?
Yeah, a little reference to the pendulum. That's fun.
I can't believe you're reading all this. This is just so fucking dialogue.
There's so much going on. Yeah, nothing going on. Just a lot of banter between these two.
I may be skipping ahead.
Yeah.
But to sum up, well, yeah, I think I am skipping ahead.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't want to say that. But he's just basically saying that if Twisted comes with him and brings ICP, then they're going to start, he's insinuating that Kilnor isn't the right man for the job and that they need to follow him instead.
And he'll grant them eternal life on Earth. They could not be sent back to the Nether Void, because he asked if they've enjoyed the earthly pleasures, and I'll allow them back there.
Well, Kilnor enjoys the earthly pleasures.
He does. And so do his little butt-tailed demons. So he lets the demons take the clowns back to the Nether Void, and then all of a sudden, one of your favorite things happens. Gunfire erupts.
Zip, ping.
It looks like a Monoxide. One of them gets a bullet through his head here.
Yeah. I think that's Madrox.
They're always they're the living dead. They're Blaze, basically, in the comic book here. Well, they're vampires, I guess, so maybe a little bit less than a dead man, but...
So then you have some of the little butt-tailed demons take off ICP.
Yeah.
Jackson says that he forgot about the Spirit Squad, and then he tells the rest of the demons to go get him.
Yeah.
Demons looking straight up like a fucking sleepwalker. Yeah, like weird-ass fucking... next one is where I'm looking. I don't know, maybe it wasn't the next one. It's back. It's where it's all lined in green. Fucking...
Oh.
Like those guys?
Yeah.
It's creepy-ass boy. The Spirit Squad sees them.
I like the way they're revealed, though. Like, you can see this in a movie scene, would be cool, because it's all pitch black, and they set up a flare to see what's going on, and then as the flare explodes, what the fuck? And they see all the demons rushing across the field at them.
I mean, that's a lot going on. I mean, it's a lot, but it's like fucking 2 pages long. But it's a good reveal of how they can see what's coming at them, and it's a shitload of demons.
And you think the demons are going to fuck them up, but they...
I was going to say, I mean, you've got fucking 24 demons, right?
Yeah.
Demons. We're not talking like people. We're talking goddamn demons. And through the next multiple pages.
So you get a big bada boom 2-page spread explosion of them. Yeah, just acing all of these demons.
Like, by shooting, by punching, by everything.
Cracking their necks. I think this is that Mr. Gray himself blowing the one's head off behind his shoulder?
I don't think so. Isn't he in the car?
I thought he was with them. He was just in the back of the group. Because, yeah, then the next page, what do you think this all means, Mr. Gray? And he's standing there. It says, that remains to be seen, but it's damn good to have you men on my team. Damn good. So they, destroy all the demons, and Mr. Gray says, they have one. This confused me at first, but we reveal it later that there's one left here alive. They'll resuscitate to try to get some answers, and it winds up being Jesus.
So text I got while we were recording.
Yeah,
from Eric.
Yeah.
My favorite part right now is ever since I brought up the pronunciation of that name that you guys flip-flop back and forth on how you're pronouncing it.
Well, I don't know. We don't have clear indication if he's called Jesus or Jesus.
All right.
What do you think? Why does it always fall back on me?
I don't know why. But he clearly said us. The first time he was talking shit to you. Yeah, but now he's saying both of us. So.
Well, the priest. How about we just call him the priest? I don't like that. I don't know which one I like.
Let's use all of them.
Yeah.
So they do have a captive. He's lost a lot of blood.
They say he could give us some answers, but you know what? Kilnor give us more because he's been fucking pulling my chain for 7 issues now. Getting to the bottom of this.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll tell you exactly what you're looking for. Strange that no police are heading here. It's like the whole damn town is asleep.
That was the Carvel Carnage took them all away. There's no survivors.
I mean, they took some of them, but everyone else they put like in that trance.
That's true. Yeah, good call.
Damn fine team.
Damn fine team.
Yeah, that might as well be Jesse Ventura and Schwarzenegger and Carl Weathers. Like, might as well be the Predator.
You know what we need to do in the wrap up? We need to cast a movie of this. That should be an exercise for the wrap up.
Holy fuck! Well, I just named my squad.
Who the Spirit Squad is?
Yeah, that's those 4. There's no one else famous in that, is there?
I don't think so.
Maybe some character actors, but
yeah, we have to do that at the wrap up. It's a good time.
Mr. Green is going to be Mr. Green.
Yeah, for sure.
He kind of could play the priest.
Yeah, I could see that.
I like they're just naming people that we know.
Yeah. So we cut back to the nether void here. On the next page after the Spirit Squad leaves.
Yes.
And Jay says, "Where am I? It's cold as fuck." And Shaggy wants a bathroom. Which is funny, yeah. When you're in like hell or the purgatory, do you piss and shit?
Well, he mentions that pretty soon here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a very good question.
No, this is some heavy-handed dialogue going
Yeah,
here.
I'm trying to remember so we don't have to read it all. But yeah, see, they're talking to Jackson, who you don't really know. I mean, you assume that's him.
Jackson. That's what we call him.
ICP keeps making like funny little jokes about, did you not pay the bills for the lights? Can you show me to the bathroom, even though this whole place looks like one big shithole?
That's funny.
Where's our friend Jesus?
Yeah.
He tells him that the stress squad has them. He says that he's impressed by them. Jay says you're going to be more impressed with my ability to put my foot in your ass. He turns on the lights and then reveals himself to
Foosh, crackle, snap, pop.
To be fucking giant man.
Yeah. I like the little outline of Twisted in the background with all the demons behind him.
Yeah.
I could sum this up for you. He gives you a rundown, 2 pages worth of heavy, deep dialogue, like a straight up almost book right here.
Yeah, we're not here for that. I want to hear what you...
He's discussing how this is hell, but there's not one devil. Lucifer was the first angel sent down to hell. He's another one of them, as is Kilgore. And there's a whole war being waged of all these demons that are sent down to hell to try to kill God and destroy heaven. And he says, no one will know what will happen. Some think it might be the end of creation as we know it. he goes on ranting and raving about how Kilgore's up there with this solution, turning the Earth into a cesspool of evil, and he's here to destroy him. He's the one who wants to kill God and destroy humanity and what life as we know it.
Look at his fucking forearms. That's what my chest looks like.
You wish.
Looks like Vampiro.
He does kind of look like Vampiro, but like on 2002 Triple H's body.
Yeah, like an action figure of Vampiro. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to say it's cliche, but it's funny that they're like, okay, there's God, and then there's all these devils, and they all think that they can do it better. He's fucked up. I'm the one who's like in the right. Yeah. I can do it. Like, he's turning Earth into a fucking cesspool, but if I took over the world, it'd be fine.
I do like this guy goes, you clowns have powers I do not understand.
I don't know. It's funny that he's trying to pitch himself as like the better bad guy.
Yeah. And he tries to cut a deal with them to like help kill Kilgore. So he gives this big rant. It goes on forever about it. What do you say? Do you want to help me? And it cuts to ICP sleeping.
Which is what I would be doing if I was listening to that.
It's pretty funny.
Well, you fools have chosen your path. So be it. Which is funny. Succeed or fail, the nether world will be better off. So he's just like, well, fuck it. I guess you guys are just going to do whatever.
Yeah.
Just throws him back into
He can still do it. Again, cocky. These demons are cocky. He'd do it without them, even though he tried. He needed them. He made it seem like, but now he's kicking under the curb.
Maybe he thinks that they're so powerful that they can just do all the work for him.
Oh, you think maybe? Maybe he's letting them just do it for him.
So they wake up. He probably still isn't pissed. They look over.
That bitch, talk about the fucking bum's rush.
So they throw him back up into the real world. They see a little note sticking on a tree. It says, meet us at exit 4. Let's get the fuck out of here. Wichita is one fucked up place.
Man, Wichita getting really bad rap in 3 issues already here.
Jay puts his hand on Shaggy's shoulder very nicely, very gingerly.
Yeah, gingerly.
They somehow get back to their car, which no one has done anything with.
Nazis still hanging around in town. Those ones didn't get sucked into the nether void.
Or they're just hanging out.
But still, the whole town got eviscerated with the carnival, right?
Yeah. But I guess they were good enough to not get...
They're still Nazis.
That's what I'm saying. That's fine. They didn't get like sucked into that the mirror.
Yeah, that's
or
what I'm
whatever.
saying. I guess a few got left crawling out like roaches.
Arizona should be a lot more calm. So they drive off. Yeah. Then you see what you presume, which is real fucking bad. Like, we know, but Twisted? You assume that's Twisted?
I thought it was just like 2 demons. Yeah, I thought Twisted a little bit, but I think it's just like they did it a few times where they have the little extra added stuff for like the ICP in the background.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's what I was going to say, but now you're right. I assumed this was Twisted, and that's insinuating that they left the note to meet us at exit 4. But then I was going to say, well, why isn't there like a little exit 4 sign behind them? Yeah. And why do they look totally different?
No, yeah, it's just like those little...
You're right. It's just something to say to be continued. I took that as that's Twisted waiting for them.
No, because Spirit Squad left the note because they took Jesus with them.
Oh, I thought Twisted came back and said, meet us and we'll all get together.
Because remember, he was a survivor that they were going to resuscitate, yeah.
So, interesting.
Yeah, maybe they team up, I think, because the Stress Squad seems a bit upset with everything. I think they might maybe cut a deal with the Wicked Clowns.
I thought they were just... I don't know. I'm totally baffled now. That's not at all what I thought was happening, so... All right, and that is the end of the Pendulum's Promise.
That's right.
Swing low, swing right.
That's just swing low, sweet cherry.
That should be. All right, well, that's that. But I've heard rumor that there's a long-ass fucking thing at the end of this that, my back is killing me, so I'm going to lean back, and you're going to tell us what's going on in the Juggalo world, and I'm going to wait to see Where the $10 million? Where is my goddamn $10 million?
Let's see.
Where are all the hot young children?
The young children.
I thought this was a carnival. Where are all the hot kids?
Oh, man. So
popped you with some second deck references?
Second deck. So
this isn't a second deck podcast. I wish it was.
We'll see. It's been a full year since this comic's been out. We've heard not much. I'm sure there's a lot of litigation when it comes to the $10 million.
Right. Well, we'll see if it's there.
So, Serious Darius back again, writing the newsletter. He's letting everyone know the cold, hard facts and letting everyone know that the Bizarre Bazaar Tour's second leg is kicked off. And they said they'll be playing everywhere, anywhere they can. Well, if you're in Ass Lick, Wyoming, we probably won't be there.
Ass Nevada.
But they said they'll be 40 miles from there in Itch, Wyoming. So you can meet them there. But
between the itch and the ass?
Yeah. So the thing, though, that they're letting everyone know, the tourist has a new ICP with a live band who's in a secret location practicing for this tour.
Perpetual Hype Engine?
Yeah. Were they playing, though, on stage with them ever?
I don't think so.
Because they made it sound like, feature ICP with a live band. I don't remember, because I went to the, I believe, second leg. I don't remember the band being on stage with them.
Neither do I.
Yeah. Well, that's what they were supposed to have.
If they did, they probably didn't, really play, unfortunately.
Like, when Legs Diamond would come out and strum the guitar.
Holding the guitar, yeah.
They also said there'd be a live DJ on stage in between playing with them.
I can't imagine that really happening.
But this is the exciting part. There's going to be some new video merch you could pick up on this tour. Right now, we're calling it Shockumentary 2. It'll probably have a different name by the time you get it in your hands, but this video will have ICP's entire career from the beginning all the way to 2000. It'll have never before in footage.
I forgot all about Shockumentary 2. That's really fun. They even had a cover for it,
didn't they? They had an ad in Bizarre Bazaar for it. It'll have Inner City Posse footage and photos. Would you wish to find out where they bought their rolling papers and which pump Jay gets his petrol from? They'll take you all around Detroit and show you those. That
took 20 years to do in the Patreon.
That's true. That is what that was. Well, there'll also be some pretty surprising interviews.
That's why you don't put that there.
There'll also be some pretty surprising interviews on this that you'll want to see. And then it'll also have every ICP music video film to be on it. Even the unreleased
Chicken Hunting,
which this is great. They had, where was it? Bikers that would shoot up heroin needles where the cameras were not rolling during the video shoot.
In my head, they remind me of, what was that, the bad tag teams locally, the Outlaws? They were just the Sir Man, who was just a biker gang. That's who I picture when I...
So yeah, I'm excited to watch that. Twisted on tour right now with Blaze Dead Homie and Relative Ash, which they said, I don't know anything about Relative Ash, but if they're down with Twisted, they must kick ass.
It's true.
Then the last piece of news I have for you this month is a little preliminary information about the devastating new wall calendar that ICP is going to be putting out.
That's not the most devastating thing in the world.
Well,
we would have bought it.
This one does sound cool because it'll have 13 months because it goes from October 2001 to October 2002. Why do you ask that? Because the Juggalo year runs from Hollow Wicked to Hollow Wicked. For us Juggalos, the new year doesn't start on lame as fucking New Year's Day. It starts on the best holiday there is, Hollow Wicked. And the best thing about this, each...
Is that it's almost over?
What to say? Each day would have something. So you get, like Jump Steady's birthday, you get words of wisdom on each. Every single day has a different thing in it.
Do they realize how small the boxes are in a calendar, or is it a tearaway, boy?
They said it's a wall calendar. Maybe it's like the big one, like the desk ones that people kind of have.
The ink blotter,
just a big one, a poster size. It says that there's a Did You Know section. This will have all kinds of tidbits of information. Like, did you ever wonder about the first freak that Jelly Nuts fucked? I'll let you know in the calendar. Do you want to know what Billy Bill's birthday is? So you give him a big old bear hug and a kiss on the cheek. Were you ever curious about Jump Steady's days in Operation Desert Storm? Well, yeah, I want to know how they got the book.
The Necronomicon?
That's the right Lotus Pod. Yeah, all that. And then there'll also be, this is insane how much shit's in this calendar.
Yeah, that's a big-ass calendar.
There'll also be a Mama Joke of the Day, so you have fresh-ass disses to give all your homies in there. So, you get Shockumentary 2, We get ICP with a live band, and we get a wall calendar with every day having jokes and news. Unbelievable. What merch?
I can't wait. We should just make that.
We should. Just for and actually it's 2001 to 2002.
100%.
Oh, add that to the list.
Put that on the list.
That's good.
All right. So how do you feel about this comic? This was very heavy on the dialogue. A little too much for me.
For our purposes on here, it wasn't as fun to review, but I like the idea of the story I always enjoy that what do you call it? Religious history stuff.
Yeah.
That stuff's fun. So I'm curious to see where it goes. I don't remember this at all. I don't remember. Do more demons show up? That's what I want to find out.
I don't know. I
mean, we got a pretty big cast of characters. This movie's going to be hard to book already. But
it's not really.
Jackson and Kilgore could be battling to see who gets to kill God. I don't know. Do you think they'll succeed?
Because there's only one way to find out.
We're almost there.
Can't wait.
Can't believe they're still having it.
I definitely can't believe they didn't stop halfway through. Well, you'll tune in next week and we'll see what goes on.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens in Shards of Looking Glass. But that's for another time.
Shards of glass for your big fat ass.
Right now, we are tying things up.
Yeah.
Unless you want to keep talking about the comic.
No.
I'd rather not. If you want to keep following us in this journey that we call the Juggalo Rewind, you can follow us on all social medias. That's Facebook, X, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads, and those are all at Juggalo RWD. Wherever you listen, don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe.
That's right.
We want to hit you every Thursday morning at 6 a.m. We can only do that if you hit the subscribe button.
More reviews comparing us to wrestlers, like the last one we got. That was fun.
Yeah, who do you think we sound like? How heavy do you think I sound? Yes. Sharing with friends also helps. Posting. Right. I know Fear the Beard always does it. Kevin always does it.
Brendo
does it. Sam.
Yeah.
But we need more.
Yeah,
Tell a friend.
Spread the word.
Tell someone who you like or who you don't like.
Show up in some of them. I've joined some of them Juggalo groups on Facebook. Post it there because I hate doing it as the rewind.
It is weird because then they have to get like approved. Blah, blah,
I just feel like you're trying to spam them, but you let them know if you're in any of those groups, anywhere, any groups, even if you're not a Juggalo group. Send it there. Tell them. Yeah, go to any group and tell them to come listen. Put it on your neighborhood bulletin board. Put it on the fucking next door page. Yeah. Are you on a next door here? I always forget about it, but then I'll go through my emails and see notifications like, oh, there's some gold in here. I need to read some of this. We're so bad. You can hear us on Apple, Spotify, Google, Podbean, anywhere that podcasts can be found. You can also find us on YouTube. Yep, catching up. Go search in on Juggalo RWD and you will find us there. There's 2 ways to contact us. You can ask us questions, leave comments, give us concerns or your stories. Yeah. Or tell us whatever you want. Maybe you'll find yourself in an episode or in the final episode. Not the final solution from Kilgore. Yeah, no, definitely not that. You're going to do that at 810-666-1570. Leave us a voicemail or text us there. We like to get the texts. We got a couple good ones recently. Yeah. Email us. No good emails this season, I don't think. I can't remember. JuggaloRWD@gmail.com. We'll go through those and talk about them at the end of the year. Website, still JuggaloRewind.com. If you want to see our Spotify nonsense, is on the right. That reminds me that I made one for season 5, but I don't think it's public. Yeah. I don't know. That's always like something that I can never do on my side. Figure it out. It looks okay to me, but I don't know if it's accurate. I forgot about this playlist. See? Come on now. Well, we did have a lot of songs on this one that we... Yeah, this one's been tougher. Don't forget to check out all the other podcasts in the underground podcast community. That's Twisted with Us, who just got an interview with Scotty D of Fago Lovers. Juggalo Judgment, who is going through their... Zools. Yes. Zools. One Zool at a time. And then the Underground Table should, by this episode, should have their October episode up Oh, yeah. A little Halloween flavor.
I don't want to spoil. Well, no, it's about something in particular.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to spoil it in case it's not out. But
okay.
I know that Blade is very excited about the topic, so
Okay.
it'll be full of energy. So go check them out as well. I think that's it.
Yeah.
You have anything else to add?
We did it. Went through the Rider EP in one episode.
I apologize to everyone for these 2 long episodes in a row. We will not do this again. We will be back to our normal schedule starting next week, hopefully.
Yeah, I think the rest is going to smooth sailing from here on out.
Yes, there won't be any controversy on any of those. So until then, we will see you next week for Confessions and Shards of the Looking Glass. Until then, see you soon.
Yes.
All music played in this episode and in this entire season is owned by the respective publishers and copyright holders and is reproduced for review purposes only under fair use.
The greatest Juggalo podcast to ever fucking exist.
This show is a member of the Underground Podcast Community. UPC. Rydas EP